Where?
It is at 1 o'clock on Thursday nights, technically Friday, 1 o'clock overnight on Thursday. Which I think is a pretty cool time because a show named After Dark is not supposed to air during the afternoon, you know what I mean?
That's awesome. Yeah, it's true. So we'll all be.
Behind the scenes, Joe, every single episode we've ever filmed, we filmed during the daytime. We pretend it's nighttime because it's supposed to be Weymouth After Dark.
That's right. All right. Hold on for a second. Pause. All right. I'm here with Frank for some from exclusive behind the scenes interview with a shoot interview with me and Frank, your host. Frank, uh, let's see. You got a show Weymouth After Dark, but we want to know more about you, Frank. So, Frank, what is your favorite food?
Well, I was supposed to do that job to Lex Luger, but I basically walked out because it would kill my marketability on the independents. Oh wait, sorry, it was a shoot interview. I was confused. No, kidding. My favorite food, probably fried chicken or coconut shrimp.
All right. So Frank, you live in the Boston area. Are you a big Boston Bruins fan, or are you like the Red Sox? What's your favorite team there?
You got it. Well, all right. Red Sox definitely would be my favorite Boston sports team. I think that is kind of the way of life here. As far as hockey goes, I'm not too big a fan, but and this will probably lose me a lot of points there. I'm not sure, but I probably support the Buffalo Sabres. I have to admit.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. We'll
I don't
see.
know if that's one of your rivals or not, but
Yeah, yeah. Playoffs going on right now with the
probably.
Rangers and Sabres. So, Frank, you've been around in this industry for a long time. You're a veteran, but I heard you had some controversies because you attended a WWF show, correct?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yes.
And it was what year? What year was the show that you went to?
I went to show in. I think it was 2000. Yeah.
In that year, I heard that you had a problem jobbing to A Train. Is this true?
I did. I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
I did not want to do the job. Maybe a squash or a screw job or smooth. I'm not gonna have them bury me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I heard you got into a backstage altercation with the one, the only, you know him as Josh Matthews. The
Oh
backstage.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, yeah, him. Don't even get me started on him. Yeah. I mean, he's a total politician. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't deserve the spot. He's not over, and he just basically sucks up to the top brass, and that's why he gets booked the way he does.
Yeah. I know. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. So Frank.
Basically, it's all Triple H's fault too.
Yeah.
Like everything else.
Oh yeah. Of course. Yeah. He's the voice in Stephanie's ear, as we all like to say.
Absolutely, yeah. This is my way to get to the top. Marry the boss's daughter. One day I'll inherit the wrestling business. And
Yeah.
bury Jericho. Let's be serious. Jericho was ready to be the next crossover star, like The Rock or Austin. And whose fault was that? That his push never became what it could have. I think you know.
Oh yeah. Triple H. Now.
Totally.
Yeah. I heard Animal had some heat with you because you stole his shoulder pads. I don't know if you stole them.
Davey Boy, like everything else, that was Davey Boy's fault. Because Davey Boy, ask what's his name, Jean Rougeau, the Mountie about it. Davey Boy, he just screws with everyone. He's always pulling pranks, he's always pulling crap behind the scenes. And the thing with Animal, I had no problem with Animal. You know what I mean? Animal and I worked in Japan together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
We worked there. We did a program there. We made good money. Animal can take a joke. It was Davey Boy's fault, like everything else, because he can't. He always wants to fight. He's just a very argumentative, kind of hot-blooded English type.
All right, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. So.
I don't mean to speak ill of the dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I know what you're saying. Frank, also, we want to know, as a shoot interview, I asked some of the listeners, what to ask Frank, and I have some questions. Would you like to answer them?
Absolutely, yeah. So,
All right, Frank, where do you buy your
have you
suits?
ever seen the Scott's Diner shoot interview, by the way? The man doesn't answer a single question in it, but we'll ignore that. Go on,
Yeah,
ask away.
yeah. All right, Frank, where do you buy your suits at?
Oh, my suit. I think I wear the same jacket in every episode. And I bought it at a thrift store.
Oh wow.
In Massachusetts, so I didn't pay very much for it. But I love that jacket. That jacket put me in the Smithsonian someday.
That's right. Which is kind of ironic because whenever I did my show, I got my same suit at a thrift store. We know what's going
Oh
on.
yeah.
Oh,
It's a sign of intelligence, I think.
that's right. Frank, what is your favorite pizza? Favorite brand of pizza?
Oh yeah, I'm talking about sort of like the national brand, the chains,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Pizza Hut and Domino's and that
yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah.
Or, I mean, if you mean those, it's called Pizza Hut. There's some local ones in Boston that I like more. There's a place called Land of Pizza or Lando's in South Boston.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure your viewers are going to, your listeners are going to travel 1,100 miles to go get it, right?
That's
So,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or West Broadway.
I see. Yeah, I never been.
Pretty popular to get at Walmart, if you know what I'm saying.
That's
Pretty
right.
popular to really get at Walmart.
Yeah. I gotta get you a picture of the ghetto Walmart. Actually, it's pretty interesting. Do you have like a ghetto side of Weymouth over there, or?
It's definitely get us out of Boston. I don't. We have a Walmart in Weymouth, but I call it the Small Mart. It's kind of like my own. You come up with your own name for things. I call it the Small Mart because it's for a Walmart. It's pretty small. There's another one in Quincy that's much bigger.
Ah.
But I don't really. I don't know. Wherever I am, I guess it's probably the ghetto side of Weymouth.
Oh, I see. Where I'm at, like you can obviously tell, like Interstate 70 is a big interstate here. One side of the interstate is really nice. Like it's pretty nice. Then the other side is just complete ghetto. It's like really a dividing line, in our area. I live on like the borderline of it, like right next to the interstate, so it's pretty interesting. Like I said,
Cool. You get a little bit of everything.
yeah. Like I said, I live behind that big convention center. Like I always mention the prank phone calls. The Embassy Suites actually is the one I called. Did you hear that? That one's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Scott Hall called and what was it? Talked to a woman.
Yep.
And if you wanted to book it for like 100 days or something like that, 30 days or something like that.
Yeah.
He wanted to book it for a really long time. And he's I don't know, because sometimes they're like, after they get kind of anxious or they've been on there a long time, they start saying like yes and no very indiscriminately. Like you'll say, can I bring Jeff Jarrett? And then they'll say no. And you say, can I bring Jen Vitale? And they'll say yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh man. Well, I can sit and talk to you all night, but guess what? 37 minutes interview. It means I gotta edit this stuff out. But
just a preview. I'll be calling back, though not necessarily as myself in the future. Didn't say that though. That's another last minute. So let me give you the final word too, Joe.
All right.
The stuff that you guys are doing and the stuff that we're doing on Wings After Dark is, and I mean this in a sincere way, even though it's kind of a cliche word, but it's an alternative to, the entertainment.
Yeah.
That's out there, and in a lot of ways, I think it's realer and more superior. Of course, our production values are non-existent. We do it on the cheap, but in terms of creativity, in terms of originality, and I think in terms of just being more memorable and having something to say, there's a lot of good entertainment and comedy out there that you're not seeing on television. Or you're not seeing on the few networks that own everything. So I definitely think you guys should keep fighting the good fight, regardless of, you've watched the TV and said to yourself, I can do better than that, I'm sure, and that's what we do too. We say, this isn't that funny. Me and Joe could do something better than that. So keep up the good work.
All right, thanks, man. It's been a pleasure. Anytime you want to be on, anytime. Anytime you want to do an exclusive interview, it could be a Wednesday at 3 a.m. We'll have you on, man. Thanks again. All right.
We'll have to talk again about that, because I can definitely do it, and I'll see if I can get Joe on board, or my friend Jay, who's a big wrestling fan and a good comedian. So we can sort that out. And thanks for having us on. And very quick shout out to my crew, to Jessica, Nicole, Zach, and Joe, of course, and all the people that do Wayne Have Jock. But like I said, there's only one episode up on YouTube, so you need to keep the other ones up, hopefully.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Frank. Thank you. Longest interview in the history of DoorStopNation.com. Me and you. We're looking forward to part 2. All right.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And hey, if it's the longest one that you've done, I also did it from my car. So don't talk to myself when you're driving. But I was just saying, I did it from my car. So I'll talk to you later, Jeff.
All right. See you later. See you later, Frank.
No problem. Keep up the good work. Bye bye.
You too. Bye bye. That was Frank, your host, right here on DoorStopNation.com exclusive. You're not going to find this anywhere else. You're not going to find this anywhere else. I mean, you can look. You can look on all kinds of different websites, but you're only going to find that on DoorStopNation.com, DoorStopNation That's doorstopnation.com. Exclusive interview. I mean, I've looked at other websites. I've looked at different websites. Really have, but only one. Be here or be nowhere.